Hello everyone, my name is Ronan William, and with me,
Hi, I'm Leonardo Ramos, and this is the Electrocast. And this podcast is offered by Locagora Motorcycle Rental in Francis.
we are on the 30th episode, and today we are going to talk about the electronics curriculum, all the subjects we've had so far.
That's right. We will be covering everything up to the second year, which is where we are right now. We're going to through each subject in the course and give you a basic idea of what you will learn in each one.
First year subjects. Let's start with the first year subjects. The first one is Digital Systems 1.
Yeah, that one introduce you to the basic of digital logic. Things like binary numbers, logic gates, truth tables, and how digital circuits are built.
Exactly, you will learn how electronic devices process information using logic. It's like the foundation of everything digital.
Then we have fundamentals of electronics, each which is more focused on electrical components, concepts, and components. Right? You will study voltage, current, resistance, and Ohm's law. The core of the core of understanding how circuits behave.
And you will also get familiar with basic components like resistors, capacitors, and diodes, learning how they work and how they are used in circuits.
After that comes Digital System Lab, which is the practical side of Digital Systems 1.
That's where you actually build and test circuits, using breadboards, logic chips, and sometimes simulation software. It really helps connect the theory with the hands-on experience.
And finally, we have Fundamentals of Electronic Practice. These ones are about putting your hands on real equipment and components.
Right, you will learn how to use DC power supply, work with resistors including reading their color codes, and apply Ohm's law in real measurements.
We also start working with capacitors and inductors. Uh, and one of the highlights is learn to use the oscilloscope, which lets you actually see the signals in the circuit.
Second year subjects. Now let's move on the second year subjects, where things start getting a bit more advanced.
The first one is Digital System 2. We go deeper into logic circuits, work with memory like RAM and ROM, and even touch on basic programming.
It's great for understanding how digital systems handle data and how the logic connects to actual function.
Then comes analog electronics, where we study things like amplifiers, transistors, and how analog systems behave.
And we put that into practice with analog electronics lab, building and testing real analog circuits using multimeters and oscilloscopes.
We also take electrical circuits, which dive into circuit theory, like Kirchhoff's laws, mesh and node analysis, and equivalent circuits.
The theory is reinforced in electrical circuits lab, where you simulate and build circuits to test those principles in action.
And finally, we have Amplified, Amplified Practice Lab, a very hands-on subject. You will work with printed circuit boards, design layouts using deep trace, and learn how to make a component purchase list or BOM.
And you also learn how to measure and design enclosures for your projects, cases that hold your secrets, which is super useful to real world application.
So those are the main subjects we have studied so far, from the basic in the first year to the more advanced and practical content in the second.
It's been a great journey, and it's cool to look back and see how each subject builds on the last.
We hope this episode helps students, whether you are just starting or already into the course, understand what to expect and how valuable uh, these subjects really are.
And if you are enjoyed the podcast, make sure to follow us more. In the next episode, we might dive deeper into analog circuits or maybe talk about how to start a personal electronics project.
Send us your ideas, folks, Instagram or email. We'd love to hear from you.
Thanks for turning into Electrocast.